Have you ever wondered who the most feared warrior in the Bible was? Today, we are going to explore the life of Benaiah, an incredible figure whose bravery and faith made him a legend. What did this soldier do to be so respected and feared? What lessons can we learn from his story? Stay with us until the end to discover how his feats not only changed the course of Israel's history, but also offer valuable teachings for our daily lives. In this video, we will break down his story, explore his achievements, and understand why Benaiah is an example of faith and courage in the Bible. Ready to meet this biblical hero? Let's dive into his fascinating story. Historical context. To understand the greatness of Benaiah, it's essential to place him in the historical context of Israel during his time. Benaiah lived in a time of great challenges and transformations for the people of Israel, marked by internal conflicts and external threats. During King David's reign, Israel was in a period of consolidation and territorial expansion. David, known for his military prowess and leadership, had successfully unified the tribes of Israel and established Jerusalem as the kingdom's capital. However, this unification was not easy. Israel was surrounded by powerful enemies like the Philistines, Moabites, Ammonites, and Edomites, who constantly threatened the stability of the young kingdom. Wars and battles were a daily reality, and the survival of the nation depended greatly on the skill of its warriors and commanders. In this context, soldiers and warriors played a crucial role. They were not only responsible for defending the borders, but also for maintaining internal order and executing the king's commands. Bravery and combat skills were essential qualities for any soldier. The Bible is full of stories of brave men who, with God's help, performed incredible feats on the battlefield. Among these brave men, Benaiah stands out in a special way. The son of Jehoiada, a priest from Kabzeel, Benaiah was born into a family of faith and courage. From a young age, he proved to be a formidable warrior, which earned him a place among David's most valiant men. His reputation as a feared and respected soldier was forged through a series of impressive feats. The first of these feats mentioned in the Bible is his confrontation with two champions of Moab. At a time when individual combats between champions represented a nation's honor and strength, defeating two Moabite warriors in a single encounter elevated Benaiah's name among Israel's greatest. This victory was not only a demonstration of his combat skill, but also of his courage and determination. Another of his feats was killing a lion in a pit on a snowy day. This act, beyond its physical difficulty, symbolizes his ability to face and overcome obstacles in the most adverse situations. At a time when lions posed a real threat to communities, Benaiah's feat of defeating one under such difficult conditions made him a hero among his people. Additionally, the Bible recounts his confrontation with an Egyptian giant. Armed only with a staff, Benaiah disarmed the Egyptian and killed him with his own spear. This episode highlights not only his strength and skill, but also his ingenuity and bravery. The importance of warriors like Benaiah cannot be overstated. In an era where a nation's survival and success depended heavily on the prowess of its soldiers, figures like him were essential to maintaining the army's cohesion and morale. Benaiah's loyalty and courage earned him King David's trust, who appointed him commander of the Cherethites and Pelethites, an elite unit within his personal guard. Benaiah also played a crucial role during Solomon's succession to the throne. His loyalty to David remained firm during Absalom's rebellion, and his support was decisive in ensuring Solomon ascended to the throne without major conflicts. This episode underscores not only his military skill, but also his integrity and commitment to the kingdom's stability. In summary, Benaiah's time was a period of constant challenges for Israel, where the bravery and skill of the warriors were vital for the kingdom's survival and success. Benaiah, with his impressive feats and unwavering loyalty, stands out as one of the greatest biblical heroes whose story continues to inspire generations of believers. His life is a testimony of how faith and courage can lead a person to achieve extraordinary feats, and his legacy endures as an example of true bravery and dedication. Who was Benaiah? Benaiah, a name that resonates with bravery and loyalty in the scriptures, was one of the most distinguished warriors in the Bible. His story begins in a pious family, being the son of a priest from Kabzeel, a city in the region of Judah. This priestly heritage not only provided Benaiah with a solid foundation in the faith and traditions of Israel, but also emphasized the importance of integrity and service to God, values that would define his life and actions. From an early age, Benaiah proved to be a man of great courage and combat skill. The first mention of Benaiah in the Bible is found in 2 Samuel chapter 23, verses 20 to 23, where he is described as valiant in mighty deeds, and some of his most notable feats are recounted. This section of the scriptures introduces him as one of David's 30 mighty men, a select group of warriors known for their bravery and exceptional skills in battle. Among the feats that cemented Benaiah's reputation is his confrontation with the two champions of Moab. This singular combat against two powerful enemies at once not only demonstrated his strength and bravery, but also his strategic skill on the battlefield. At a time when champion combats were of great importance, Benaiah's victory elevated his status among the warriors of Israel. Another feat that underscores his legendary bravery is the episode where he killed a lion in a pit on a snowy day. This accomplishment is particularly impressive not only because of the lion's ferocity, but also due to the adverse conditions in which it took place. The image of Benaiah facing and defeating a lion in the snow resonates as a powerful symbol of his courage and determination. Additionally, the Bible recounts his confrontation with an Egyptian giant. Armed only with a staff, Benaiah managed to disarm the giant and kill him with his own spear. This act not only underscores his skill and physical strength, but also his ingenuity and bravery when facing a formidable opponent with an apparent disadvantage. Benaiah's military career was not limited to these individual feats. His loyalty and bravery earned him King David's trust, who appointed him commander of the Cherethites and Pelethites, an elite unit within his personal guard. This position was of great importance as the Cherethites and Pelethites were responsible for the king's security and the execution of critical missions. Benaiah also played a crucial role during the transition of power following David's death. During Absalom's rebellion, his loyalty to David remained firm, and his support was decisive in ensuring Solomon ascended to the throne without major conflicts. This episode highlights not only his military skill, but also his integrity and commitment to the kingdom's stability. In 1 Kings chapter 2, verses 29 to 35, it is mentioned that Benaiah was instrumental in consolidating Solomon's kingdom by executing the new king's enemies, thus ensuring a smooth transition of power. His loyalty and bravery not only secured his command position, but also allowed him to play a key role in establishing a new era for Israel under Solomon's reign. In conclusion, Benaiah was a formidable warrior whose life was marked by bravery, loyalty, and a deep faith in God. His origin in a priestly family and his early mentions in the Bible highlight his virtues and feats, which made him one of the greatest biblical heroes. Benaiah's story remains an inspiring testament to how faith and courage can lead a person to achieve extraordinary feats and leave a lasting legacy of heroism and devotion. Feats and achievements. The feats and achievements of Benaiah, one of the Bible's most valiant warriors, have immortalized him as a symbol of bravery and faith. His exploits reflect not only his skill and courage, but also his deep trust in God. One of Benaiah's most notable feats was the defeat of the two champions of Moab. In 2 Samuel chapter 23, verses 20 to 21, It is described how Benaiah, with great skill and bravery, faced and defeated these two powerful Moabite warriors. Individual combats between champions were of utmost importance in those days, as they represented the honor and strength of a nation. Defeating two champions in a single encounter not only demonstrated his combat prowess, but also elevated his status among the warriors of Israel, cementing his legacy. Another feat that highlights Benaiah's bravery is the episode where he killed a lion in a pit on a snowy day. This story, also found in 2 Samuel chapter 23, verse 20, showcases not only his physical strength and courage, but also his determination in the face of extremely adverse conditions. Facing a lion is already an act of great bravery, but doing so in a pit where space is limited and on a snowy day where conditions are even more challenging, elevates this feat to an almost mythical level. This act of heroism symbolizes Benaiah's ability to overcome any obstacle, no matter how formidable, relying on his skill and divine help. In addition to these two feats, Benaiah's victory over an Egyptian giant is another highlight of his career. According to 2 Samuel chapter 23, verse 21, this giant, described as an impressive man in stature and armed with a formidable spear, was challenged by Benaiah, who was only armed with a staff. Displaying great ingenuity and skill, Benaiah managed to disarm the giant and kill him with his own spear. This act not only highlights his combat prowess, but also his ability to think strategically and act boldly in seemingly desperate situations. Defeating a giant with such a clear disadvantage is a testament to his incredible bravery and faith. Benaiah's exploits were not only recognized in his time, but they also earned him positions of great responsibility and honor. His bravery and loyalty earned King David's trust, who appointed him commander of the Cherethites and Pelethites, an elite unit responsible for protecting the king and carrying out critical missions. This position reflected not only his military skill, but also his integrity and devotion to the kingdom. In conclusion, Benaiah's feats, from defeating the two champions of Moab, killing a lion in a pit on a snowy day, to his victory over an Egyptian giant, highlight his bravery, skill, and faith. These achievements not only made him a legendary figure in the Bible, but also offer eternal lessons of courage and determination. Benaiah's life is an inspiring testimony of how faith and bravery can lead a person to achieve extraordinary feats and leave a lasting legacy of heroism and devotion. Role in David's kingdom. Benaiah's role in David's kingdom was fundamental, standing out for his rise to positions of high responsibility and his loyalty during critical moments. Following his numerous feats, Benaiah was appointed commander of the Cherethites and Pelethites, an elite unit in David's army. The Cherethites and Pelethites were highly trained foreign troops who acted as the king's personal guard. This appointment reflected David's great trust in Benaiah and recognized his exceptional abilities as a leader and warrior. In his role, Benaiah not only commanded these elite soldiers, but also carried out delicate and dangerous missions, protecting the king and ensuring the kingdom's stability. Benaiah's loyalty was tested during the rebellion of Absalom, David's son, who tried to usurp the throne. In a moment of great tension and internal conflict, Benaiah remained loyal to David, demonstrating his unwavering commitment. This loyalty was crucial in maintaining the army's cohesion and restoring David's rule over Israel during a period of great uncertainty. Benaiah's firmness and leadership were essential in overcoming the rebellion and ensuring David's reign continued. Another critical moment in Benaiah's career was his involvement in Solomon's succession to the throne following David's death. The succession was a complex and potentially conflictive process. Adonijah, another son of David, tried to proclaim himself king, defying David's will for Solomon to succeed him. Benaiah played a key role in ensuring Solomon ascended to the throne without major conflicts. According to 1 Kings chapter 1, verses 38 to 40, Benaiah led the escort that took Solomon to Gihon, where he was anointed king by the priest Zadok and the prophet Nathan. Additionally, in 1 Kings chapter 2, verses 29 to 35, Benaiah executed Solomon's enemies following the new king's orders. These actions were essential in consolidating Solomon's kingdom and eliminating any threat to his reign. In summary, Benaiah's role in David's kingdom was crucial for the kingdom's security and stability. His rise to commander of the Cherethites and Pelethites, his loyalty during Absalom's rebellion, and his decisive involvement in Solomon's succession demonstrate his worth as a leader and his commitment to justice and loyalty. And that's the incredible story of Benaiah, the most feared warrior in the Bible. I hope you enjoyed and learned from his bravery and faith. Thanks for watching this video. If you're passionate about discovering the hidden secrets of the Bible, don't miss our next incredible video, The Giants of the Bible and the Forbidden Revelations. Explore the most amazing stories you were never told. Click now and dive into these ancient mysteries.